So there's a little bit of breaking news about Michael Cohen. See, since the investigation into him began, leading in, of course, into the raid of Cohen's apartment and office, there's been a lot of talk, including on this show, about how loyal he is to Trump and whether or not he will flip in this investigation. Now, we might actually have an answer. In an interview with ABC News' George Stephanopoulos on Sunday, Cohen stated that he will put family and country first over any allegiance to Trump amid ongoing legal woes. Now, basically, he's like, hey, Mueller, I'm going broke, dude. I might actually work with you because I don't have any more money. That's basically what he's saying. Now, Axios explains that Cohen has long been Trump's Fixit Man and that he is the only person on earth intertwined in Trump's professional, personal, political, legal, and family life. Cohen has also been in the spotlight thanks to both special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation and a federal investigation into his business dealings. Now, that, of course, has prompted the speculation that he will cooperate with authorities in those investigations and possibly give up whatever goods he might have on Trump. Now, personally, I think that his statement almost pretty much guarantees cooperation because he doesn't want to obviously go broke, and he also doesn't want to spend jail time. So those are a couple of reasons they would flip. And then there's, of course, no indication from President Trump that he could get a pardon in the federal case. Now, as for Trump, look, Trump has been signaling that he is distanced himself from Michael Cohen. Oh, that guy? No, I hardly even knew him. Yes, that's the excuse that he uses. Oh, no, Cohen, we hardly even talked. In fact, we're so distant. I haven't talked to him in months, man. Like, I don't even care. Cohen, who? Who? What? No, I don't know this guy. Yeah, you do. And he's got the goods on you. Yeah, of course he does. Now, what goods he actually has, well, that remains to be seen. But it might be enough to possibly get a plea deal. And we'll have to see what happens. Now, in that same interview, he also said, quote, once I understand what charges might be filed against me, and there are quite a few with some very serious jail time, including wire fraud, bank fraud, etc., he says, I will defer to my new counsel, Guy Petrillo, for guidance. He also added that I will not be a punching bag as part of anyone else's defense strategy. I'm not a villain in this story, and I will not allow others to try to depict it that way. No, see, Michael Cohen, you are a villain. Well, actually, it's more like a henchman, because that's the role that you played for President Trump. You were the so-called fixer. Now, what does a fixer do? They go and fix problems. And look, we've heard how you fix problems with lawsuit threats and just general threats. In fact, we've heard audio tape of one of those calls to one of President Trump's, back before he was president, one of his enemies. So we've heard it before. You are a villain. Let's not forget the kind of person, even if he works with Mueller, let's not forget who he is. He is a bad person. There are no good guys in this. Now, he was, of course, also asked about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels. And he said, I want to answer. One day I will answer. Oh, I want to answer. I really want to answer your question. And maybe one of these days I will, but not now. Oh, okay, interesting. Now, on Russia, he also said something different. He said, I respect our nation's intelligence agencies' unanimous conclusions. Now, what did they conclude? Just as a refresher, that Russia used memes and social media to try to influence people to either not vote or vote for Trump. Now, was it deceptive, insidious? Of course, right? What it didn't involve is actually hacking and changing votes to President Trump. And look, the reason that I bring that up is there are still some people who seem to have the idea that Russia actually hacked into our voting machines to change votes. That actually did not happen. Now, that said, it is possible, which is why we need to move to paper ballots to ensure that no one can hack any of our elections. That includes people from Russia, Ukraine, Turkey, Canada, or, the GOP operatives in the state. You want to protect the elections? Well, then paper ballots. That's what it is, right? But Russia did a social media campaign on behalf of Donald Trump. Now, is that an impeachable offense? I don't know. It might be. I mean, if getting a blowjob is an impeachable offense to Republicans, then I guess, working with or having a country work on behalf of your campaign to help you win president, maybe. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't see Republicans joining in on that. So I think if you want to beat Donald Trump, run better candidates on popular policy. And in the midterms, of course, that's really, really important. And for God's sakes, 2020, run better candidates. Run on progressive policy. If you're a Democrat, don't rely on Republicans in Congress to save you from Donald Trump. That is not going to happen. Run on good policy. For God's sakes, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has shown you how. Progressives winning all over the country have shown you how. Don't put your faith in Republicans. Anyway, I just wanted to go and, kind of say that as an aside. But anyway, Cohen also lays out his goals in breaking his silence, because for a long time, he's like, no, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to do anything. In fact, I'm just going to let this, investigation kind of happen. I don't really have a choice. But at the end of the day, I will take a bullet for President Trump. Well, now he's like, nah, you know what? Turns out I'm not actually going to take a bullet for Donald Trump. He says, quote, I want to regain my name and my reputation and my life back. Now, look, I don't know what kind of reputation you had before as Trump's fixer. It wasn't very good. But being a convicted criminal is probably a little bit worse than that. So I guess makes sense. So, hey, good luck, Michael Cohen. I still think you're a horrible person who sold a soul for money to another horrible person. So I'm not going to praise any potential reformation, which, by the way, hasn't happened yet. He's not actually working with Mueller yet. He's just saying, it might be open for business. I don't know. The guy's still a creep and still someone who's looking to save his own fucking skin. So I'll see it when I believe it. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.